Hi guys, welcome to Bright Living. So today I'm here with another interesting video. This is on how I organize my refrigerator and my freezer. So I want to take you through a tour of my fridge. I just want to share with you some tips and tricks on how we can keep your fridge organized, neat and clean so that you can have some productive work going on. So stay tuned guys. Let's move on to the video. Now first of all, let's look at the freezer. Now in the freezer section, I have my ice box. I don't keep ice every time, but just in case of some emergency, I always keep ice there. So in the next section, I have some ice packs. Ice packs are for some kind of emergency in case someone falls down, so I always keep it handy in the freezer all the time. In the space left, that is where I store ice creams in case I buy any. Now moving on to the next section, first of all I want to show you this anti-skid mat. It is so important to line your fridge because something like this makes cleaning really easy. In case any kind of crumbs or some kind of leakage in the fridge, in case you spill something, your fridge base doesn't get dirty. You just remove this, wash it and put it back and just have to wipe the fridge clean. So there's no need of scrubbing it hard. Now in my next section, I have two baskets here. So in the first basket, I have kept non-veg and the second one, some other items. So in the non-veg basket, I keep things like fish, chicken, sausages, so all kinds of non-veg items go into this box so that it doesn't get mixed up in the whole fridge. So I've separated it in that basket. Now you can just remove it, put it back. It's very simple. In the next basket, I have kept all kinds of grains and powders, like I have stored rava, I've kept rice powder, vermicelli, some broken wheat, things that I have in bulk, and if I keep them out for a long time, they do get spoiled. I always store it inside this basket in the freezer. So everything is organized neatly. Now let's move on to the freezer door. On the first section, I keep things like spices that I don't use on a daily basis. So things like corn flour, gelatin, pav bhaji masala, biryani masala, chili flakes, and in case I have some rajma masala, chole masala, items that I don't prepare on a daily basis, I always store them in the freezer door. So this is mainly for spices. In the next section, I don't usually keep anything. There is nothing to keep right now. So if I have more ice cream or if I want to chill a bottle of water fast, so I just keep it there. So that's basically what's in my freezer. Now moving on to the fridge part. So this is the first section of my fridge. It is a pull-out section. I have a basket I've kept in here where I've kept cheese and butter and items like that. So I have kept it in this first section because I feel it's the coldest part of the fridge. Now moving on, this other side is always empty. I always keep extra milk packets if I have. Moving on to the next section, this is where I keep my dairy items and batters. So I have lined it with some anti-skid mat, as you can see. In this first basket, I keep my milk packets and yogurt packets if I have any. So this is only for milk packets and yogurt packets. In the next place, I have kept some batter. This is idli dosa batter. So idli dosa batter and some chapati dough, anything of that sort is kept in this section. So that's neatly organized, as you can see. Moving on to the next section. This is a very interesting section. This is my favorite basket. It is my meal prep basket, as I call it. I have kept some cleaned and washed chilies, coriander leaves, curry leaves, some cleaned shallots, garlic, everything I keep in this basket that I use on a daily basis. Once I start to cook, I remove this basket from the fridge, cook, and put it back. It is as easy as that because I don't have to waste time washing the items in this basket. They're all clean, so it saves me a lot of time when I'm cooking, and it really makes my work productive. So this is such a very good way to keep your everyday items. Now in this next section, I keep some leftovers, as I'm going to show you right now. So I keep my leftover items inside here, and in case I prep some salads or fruits, I always keep them in this section. Now moving on to the last section, this is where I keep my fruits and nuts. So in this first basket, I've kept my fresh fruits like apples. If I have some plums or strawberries or grapes, I keep it in that. And in the next section, this is where I keep my dry fruits and nuts. So I have some pistachios here, I have badam in this. If I have some cashews and kismis, all that, I keep it in this basket. So you see how nicely segregated it is in this fridge, keeping it so organized. Now let's move on to the crisper box. This is where I keep my vegetables. I don't have so many vegetables, I don't really stuff it up with vegetables. Whatever I have, I separate it with in some Ziploc bags, and I keep them nice and clean. So I also advise you not to stuff your fridge with so many things. Now let's move on to the fridge door. Before that, a small review of what my fridge looks like. See how organized and neat it is. So now let's move on to the fridge door. Fridge door, first section is where I keep the egg tray. And next to it I have this container where I keep small items like vanilla essence or essences in another way, and I have my yeast there. So this is what I keep in the first section. Moving on to the next section, I keep my sauces and condiments and spreads in this section. So I keep my tomato sauce, chili sauce, some homemade pickles, pizza sauce. So these are the things that I keep in this section. Once I'm done with the pickles, I store the jam there. So that is what my second section looks like. In the third section, I keep honey and jam. So some people say you're not supposed to store these things in the fridge, but I do. Then I keep a bottle of water as well. So guys, basically this is how I organize my fridge. I hope you've learned something from this. I hope you have understood a few tips and tricks from this. Please do tell me if you have any suggestions on how to make it look better and how to make my work more productive with a better organized fridge. So it's basically as simple as this, guys. Just spend a little time to clean and organize your fridge and you can see how easy your work will be. So hope you liked the video. If you did, please do press the like button and do subscribe to my channel. Till next time, bye.